Hello, happy Thursday. Welcome to Collaborate to Win's Product Knowledge Live. I'm Heather McManus. I created Collaborate to Win, and every Thursday I bring you some good information about different vendors or price points or manufacturing or how things are made. So today we are going to talk about one of my favorite sources for dining room chairs, and they are called Design Master. So I've had an account with them and I've ordered from them when I worked back at furniture stores and stuff. So I'm very familiar with the line, and they've really been adding a lot to it lately. So I would classify Design Master as a little more higher end, and really all they do is dining room chairs. That's the focus. They do stools as well, and they have a couple of dining room tables, but majority of what they offer is the dining room chair, and it's more upholstery than wood. So they're a higher end. They have like a ton of options, and I've got one of my chairs in my house behind me that I will show you, so you can see, like, how they pattern match and everything. So I guess it's good to start with the quality and the level of detail. So in their catalog, they give you like all the details about the hardwood frame, the sinuous coil, the I forget what this is called right now, but there's another material that goes across and weaves through, and then there's foam, and then there's batting, and then there's fabric. So there's probably lining in there too. If like we don't do this much anymore with the upholstered leg, but they're even putting batting on the upholstered leg. So top quality, which and this is a wonderful thing to show a client when you're meeting with them, so they see the difference. Because if you looked at, and I'll show you real quick, if you just look at this chair, forget the skirt, like just go with the chair. If you just go by that, and you don't know anything about furniture, so put yourself in the shoes of your client, that looks like a Pier 1 chair in a way, right? Because you don't know anything. You're just like, it's a chair, it's got fabric on the back and the seat, and that's all they know. So it may look like a Pier 1 chair. It is not a Pier 1 chair because of all of these reasons. The Pier 1 chair will fall apart and not be able to even be fixed. You just have to throw it away. This can get reupholstered for the next 20 years. I can redesign it. It will hold up and will be worth it. So, and I can also tell you that this cushion feels so much softer. I have two of these as head chairs, and they're unbelievably comfortable. So I have another brand as my side chairs, and these are the head chairs. So when I sit in the side chair, I'm like, it's comfortable, it's okay. But this, oh my gosh, you really notice a difference when you go from chair to chair. So the comfort is really there, and it's because they're using a spring and other materials and high-end stuff, and doing it really, really well. They're made in America. You have a bazillion choices to choose from. Here's one of my favorites. It's something they introduced a couple years back, where it's hot fixed crystal appliques. So they can bedazzle the chair in different sections if you want. There's all different designs. There's all different size little crystals that they can add. The chairs that they had on display at that one High Point were, I mean, just stunning. Really, really different stuff. Another different thing that they do is a bunch of banding, so you can really get so custom with what they offer. So they do bar stools, and you can choose how you want the metal and what color the metal is. Like I don't, I want the gold versus the silver and get like every detail, swivel or not swivel. So the options, I mean, the catalog is really big. That's the catalog. So you've got a ton of options, and the website's very, very good. So you should have a look at that. And I think what they're really known for is these overscaled head chairs for the dining room. So this is one of those, and it's unfortunately the photos really don't do them any justice. You really have to go see the stuff, sit on it in person. So at High Point, make sure you get to Design Master, and they have their own building now on the corner, I think, or they're next to Lexington, is it? I'm trying to remember, but it's right near the bus terminal, so you don't have to walk very far. So this is kind of what they're really known for, is that super large, and it's hard because you don't see it next to anything here, but the back on this is 44 inches. And it's also, they're very deep, generally speaking. This is almost like, a small club chair, or, an occasional chair, 29 inches deep. So that's a really big statement piece for like the head of the table. They do some wood, and you always have your choice. So you pick your wood finish, you pick your fabric. They can do COM. They do everything. The nail heads. They'll do like the back little pulley thing. They have a few to choose from there. They'll put it on casters. They'll do all kinds of stuff. So here's another beautiful chair. I mean, there's so many. I'm just going to show you a few. Very popular. I love it when you've got the dual fabric and another popular, right? So all great styles. So within these, they have, most of them are, I don't know if you can see, that's pretty deep. That's a deep chair. So some people don't have the space for that. So they introduced a couple seasons back the apartment size. So it's just scaled a little smaller. So if you're in a space like an apartment, somewhere in New York, a city area, or a tiny house, you don't have the space for such a deep chair. They now also have a line of selected frames that are apartment size, so you can get, that chair but smaller. Okay, so another thing that they do, sorry, gonna just quiet the phone. I can get the button to work. Okay, so another thing that they do on top of residential, they do hospitality, and they branched out into that even like bigger and better than ever before. So you can look on their website. So they have all the banquettes, benches, and chairs. So if you have a commercial job, it's a really top quality, gonna last a long time. They have the fabrics to go with that, but you can COM them fabric too. So on top of residential and hospitality, they also do, and I'm going to put this in quotes, outdoor. So it's more porch area, veranda style outdoor. You don't want to just stick it out in the rain, but if you have like a little overhang, a little covered porch, they have furniture for that. So they have bar stools, they have chairs, and it's all outdoor foams and wood that they've done something to make it stronger, or for out with all the rain and, well, moisture, really. They also introduced this past season a chair that will swivel. So I'm like, what do you need that for? And the sales rep, who's wonderful, who works with us, said, well, sometimes people were looking for the chair that goes in the vanity, like in your bathroom or your bedroom, and you want that to swivel. So they have, so it's great for that, and it's great for home office. And you can put casters on them if you want to make it even more movable. So they have, you know, you could turn any of these into a game chair if you needed to. So the options that they offer are so broad that you could pretty much, you know, use this one company for the game room, for the bedroom, for the dining room. You know, it just, there's tons of options. And so let's see. So they started in '87. They're American made and very Christian based. Like they're quoting scripture in their about page. So check out their website. Check out their furniture at High Point. And I'm going to show you a little bit more about the why I love this chair so much. So first you've got, well, they discontinued this one, unfortunately. So you can't find this one, but they have one a lot like it. I grabbed that photo. They kind of simplified the design. Yeah, here. So this one's not available anymore. They've simplified it so it's just a regular skirt instead of having the kick pleats. And on my chair, I've got the back that does, so we've got a little scallop. They simplified this with just being straight. They still do, in the photo, you can still do kind of this kick pleat here in the back. They changed from the buttons to this zigzag. But look how beautifully they match this pattern. You can see all that, right? And the banding on the bottom. So I COM'd this to them, and it is just one of my favorite chairs. The welting on the side, just beautifully done. It's a beautiful chair. It's very, very comfortable. And yeah, so when you're pricing them, they're more in the high-end range of things. So you might want to do just the two head chairs, you know, and make a statement there, and then go with somebody who's a little less expensive for all your side chairs and really still get that statement piece. Or, you know, I've done a lot of projects with Design Master where I still do, you know, a little more fancy, bigger scale, and then tone it down for the side chair and do one that's maybe less detail, less shapes, less curves or whatever. So then it's a little more affordable. So, so that is what I wanted to share with you about Design Master. I think they're a great company, and you know, they're so focused on just the dining room chairs, stools, a couple of tables, hardly any really, that I think they can really truly master the dining chair, since that's really all they do. Just like Jessica Charles. And actually somebody was saying that they might have changed, but back when I was selling them a few years ago, all they did was a club chair. That was all Jessica Charles used to do. And so they made just the most amazing club chairs. So same thing with Design Master. If all you do is make dining room chairs, you're going to master that like completely. So Design Master, great company, higher end price point, not outrageously expensive, but more up there. Totally customizable with so many options. And yeah, so that's Design Master. I will see you guys next week for another episode. And if you want to take a look at past episodes where I talk about, you know, construction or other, you know, companies, we have archived all of these, first on our Facebook page and also in our YouTube channel. So you can take a look at past episodes and learn more about product knowledge that way. Okay, thanks for joining. Bye, everybody.